Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Pinky Olanda, and I would like to present my presentation. It's about analyzing a novel, and the novel goes like this. The title is Tess of the Durbar Falls. And we're going to the next slide. We have the biography of the author. It's like a quick fact. His name is Thomas Hardy, and his birth date is the 2nd of June 1940, and the death date is 11 January 1928. His place of birth is Stinsford, Dorchester, Dorset, England, and his place of death is Dorchester, Dorset, England. On the next slide, we have before we're continuing our novels analysis, I would like to give you a brief explanation about literature and several types of literature and the definition of prose. So it goes like this. Literature is a loan word from the Sanskrit sastra, means text containing instructions or guidelines, from the root word sas, which means directing, teaching, giving instructions, and tra, which means tools or means. Next, we have types of literature. The first, we have poetry, and the second is verse, the third is Raman, and the fourth is novel, and the fifth we have short story, and the sixth we have fairy tales, and the seventh we have legend, and the eighth we have play script. And also we have prose here. So prose refers to any written work that follows a basic grammatical structures. Think words and phrases arranged into sentences and paragraphs. Prose simply means language that follows the natural patterns found in everyday speech. Okay, we're moving to the next slide. On the next slide, we have the summary of the novel. The summary goes like this. A peasant girl sent to make a claim on her family's ancestral home in England, Wessex, is seduced and left with child by its current owner. And the analysis goes like this. This novel is a long prose narrative that relates human experiences. It has many roots, but most critics believe that the British novel originated in the 18th century. Critic Jonathan Eric, among others, has described the 19th century as the age of the novel. Hardy was writing in the literary mode of his age. Tess of the Durbar Falls contains elements of the pastoral genre, a mode of literature that presents man and nature as living harmoniously. Tess of the Durbar Falls can also be described as a work of realism, with Hardy representing things as they are rather than idealizing rural life. And next we have the character of the novel. So I just put the main character of this novel. So Tess is a beautiful, loyal young woman living with her impoverished family in the village of Marwood. Tess has a keen sense of responsibility, is committed to doing the best she can for her family, although her experience and lack of wise parenting leave her extremely vulnerable. So, the conclusion of this novel is, in this novel, Hardy uses economic, gender, and social class in the 19th century to highlight the identity of Tess and other characters. Today, these factors still define the lives of people. Here in school, students tend to identify themselves with others based on some of these factors. Oh, actually, we're just on the last slide. So, thank you guys for your attention, and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.